Okay. Hi, how's it going? Um, I'm here today for the next two games of the Eternal City Draft League. The next two games of that, since they've been played. I've actually played my week 7 as well. This is kind of a late video, but I've been a busy guy this week, so hopefully that makes up for it. But I think we should just get straight into it. So I genuinely can't remember who I played. This is really embarrassing. Was it Carl and Tanksworth, I want to say? It was those two. Yeah, it was Carl and Tanksworth, I think. I can't remember in which order, but... Anyways, so let's just begin with this first matchup. So just right off the bat, they have two very scary Dragon Dance sweepers at the front two slots there, in Zygarde and Mega Gyarados. They also have a very bulky core of Registeel, Galarian Slowking, because I don't think they show ground weakness. But then they have two flying immunities in Vikavolt and Moltres. So yeah, this team is a very good core going on here. Vikavolt can also set webs. Isilgo is just a fast breaker. Dodrio is their setup sweeper. Yeah. Comfey is their fairy as well as their Comfey is just a good revenge mon. Substriker kind of bad, just not really much to say about it. Rillaboom, Grassy Glide Spammer, that sort of stuff. And then Hitmonlee takes advantage of Grassy Surge with Unburden, Grassy Seed, if he chooses to run that. So upon first glance, his Fairy being Comfey means his team actually going to get shattered by Rillaboom. Not Rillaboom, Urshifu. Melmetal doesn't have the greatest of times here because there's a Registeel and a Moltres, but they can get through them both. Look at Gengar, I think Gengar's pretty good too. We have pretty good checks to Zygarde and Gyarados in Unaware Clefable as well. What else is there? Oh yeah, Camerup's also very good. So the team I brought... Oh, I'm not even there. Oh no, this is... Oh, I'm here, okay. So yeah, it's this team. First mon we have is Urshifu. Very classic set, just Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Iron Head, Sucker Punch. Is this Sucker Punch in the match, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, no, this is the set, and it kind of just destroys the team anyways. This is a Melmetal set, quite physically bulky, because it helps the Dojo, and sort of stuff like Rillaboom, Rocky Helmet, and D-Bash, Body Press, Rock Slide, Acid Armor. This is kind of it can deal with Registeel and Moltres. Sub N-Plot Gengar with Sludge Wave Shadow Ball kind of just destroys the team on its own. Fizz Def Analytic Porygon 2. Is this Bolt Beam, right? Yeah, because it can take on both of these guys pretty easily, which is nice. Then we have Max Defense, Clefable, Unaware, Combine Softball, Moonblast, Flamethrower for you. And then finally we have our Mega Caval. Pretty standard max HP, max special attack set. Stealth Rock, Alpha Power, Fire Blast, Asian Power for the Moltres. So this is the one. So there's no Zygarde shot off the bat, which is really nice for me. There's quite a few things I expect here, aka Dodrio and Hitmonlee. But yeah, anyways, let's get into this. So I lead Melmetal as they lead Registeel, and they must thinking they're in a pretty good spot, but I'm actually in a good spot to start setting up Acid Armors. He actually B-presses here, and I'm expecting him, I think it's the turn... Yeah, this is where it rocks like, so I expect him to go into Moltres, but he actually doesn't. And he stays and keeps body pressing me. He's taking chip from Rocky Helmet, so I'm going to body press him back. And he's Rocky Helmet, so we're actually pretty similar sets. And he's just going to let him die as I go for Rock Slide, just in case Moltres did come in, and there's the Moltres now. I'm going to Camerupt on this Flamethrower. I'm taking a bunch of damage, and this is where one of my main choke points was in this game. I didn't realize this was offensive Moltres, and I lose my Camel pretty early, as I have to go into Porygon 2 to deal with this now. There's the Rillaboom on the Thunderbolt, 17%. I really don't want to get my item knocked off, but I don't think I had a choice. I think I can't just stay in, so Melmetal to get too weak. There's a Fire for Analytic Ice Beam, which does a decent amount of damage to the Rillaboom. Then he just starts Drain Punching, which actually does a lot. But I think, does this kill? Yeah, that kills. So getting rid of Rillaboom there was nice. For P2, and there's the Hitmonlee. No Grassy Seed. So I'm going hard to Gengar here, which is pretty ballsy play. but I doubt he can like knock off there. Now my Gengar's out, I can get a good sub up as he just offering to stay in and knock off me, which is interesting. So I'm like, okay, so he's gonna stay in, I can't, you know, I have to go into Clefable here to take the knockoff as I get crit, which doesn't really matter, but I lose my lefties. As he is P-Jab and poisons me as I soft boiled, obviously I'm on Magic Guard, so that's pretty bad. He goes Hunter Moltres, I'm Moonblasting, and I think, oh wait, I actually get the special attack drop. At this point I think I'm gonna live, and I don't, which is really surprising, even from offensive Moltres in my special attack. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, I'm going to go into Gengar to click Sludge Wave because I have to in order to get damage on this. As I go into Gengar to click Sludge Wave, yeah, that's what I said. As I'm going to sew up, praying for like a Hurricane miss. He doesn't miss. And I'm just going to Sludge Wave again. So there's the Gyarados coming in. As I have to go P2 here, kind of just sack P2 off. I'm hoping this isn't D-Dance, but it is Waterfall. So I lose that, I go into Urshifu and click CC roll because there's no switching. He has to sack his Gyarados, and here comes the Hitmonlee. I have to switch into Gengar again, make a ballsy play to take the fake out, which is an interesting bring. As I'm going to Sludge Wave, hopefully it wasn't, luckily it wasn't Bullet Punch. I'm getting knock-offed. He locks off my Black Sludge to lose my Gengar. However, here I get to go Urshifu. He's going to go Haunted Dodrio, as I'm just going to click Sucker Punch. Which is a good play from him. However, I can still win this game because he's going to Brave Bird my Melmetal and take Chip from Rocky Helmet and Brave Bird and Life Orb. So he loses so much damage, and it's going to do that again. Losing too much damage. Urshifu can kind of clean up the game with Sucker Punch here, even against the Hitmonlee, who's at 43%. It's actually normal gem Hitmonlee. And we get the flinch. We managed to clutch this game up near the end. So that was a very close game, and it was a good one at that. Anyway, so next game, let me go to teams, copy there. That did not work. Why is that? That's why. Why is this happening? What? Hold on. There we go, remove these two. This is just to make the speed test not look weird, because that's what happens on this sometimes. Anyway, so here's the next matchup. I expected this is probably one of the worst matchups I've ever had. Lando T, very offensive, pretty fast, intimidate, stealth rock, that sort of stuff. Victini is an amazing mon. It's everything really. Raikou, very scary calm mind mon. Milotic, very defensive water. Weezing, very defensive fairy. Salamence, scary D-Dance sweeper. Aggron, very defensive steel. Persian, very fast pivoter. Virizion, fast sweeper, and Frostlass, very strong attacker. And as you can see, this team is very fast. They have almost all of their mons being above 80 speed, and with 6 of them being above 100 or more, which is very interesting. So let me explain why this is a tough matchup. Urshifu check Weezing, Melmetal check Aggron as well as Milotic. There's no real Gengar checks, that's the good thing I have going for me. Oh yeah, Camera up check Milotic again. Salamence can also do well at that, I guess. Celebi check Aggron, as well as Salamence again. So yeah, it's pretty tough. He has offensive checks to all of my mons, and then like, where's my Victini check? I don't have one. Where's my really good Raikou check? I don't really have one. It's pretty tough. So it was a very hard matchup for me, and it's this one, yeah. So this is what I went with. I went with Life Orb Urshifu again, Wicked Blow, Close Mount, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, the exact same moveset as last week. Just hoping it could do things. Life Orb Gengar, nice to watch. I will Focus Blast Thunderbolt because it breaks down his team quite well, I think. Mixed sort of Porygon. This was mainly for Fizz Fizz attacking Victini, also has with Landorus. Then we have Max Fizz Death, Clefable with Unaware for the Salamence, could help with Victini, also could help with Landorus, also could help with Virizion if it's physical. Then I have Aerodactyl, because it outspeeds all of his team, and that was kind of nice, so I thought I'd just have that. It also gives me Stealth Rock into Fog. Then finally we have AV Pincurchin, E-Surge, Voltage, Hydro Pump, Poison Jab, Sucker Punch. This was my best check to Raikou, so I brought it. Also pretty good check like Special Victini, and that sort of stuff. Very free switch into my Milotic. P-Jab was for Calm Mind Virizion, also just any Virizion. And then Sucker Punch was to try and pick off anything, like maybe like a Victini, because this thing's attack is like 101 still, which is pretty good. Anyway, so this game, this is basically everything I predicted he would bring. Yeah, this is everything I predicted. So so he leads Lando as I lead Aerodactyl. And I'm gonna hard switch it to Clefable, like expecting like Scarf Stone Edge, which is kind of scary. But he actually goes for knock off and knocks off the leftover. So I could have Ice Fanged, but I didn't. There's the aggro as I teleport out into Urshifu to pressure this out. As he's gonna go hard into Landorus here, which is a good play because I could have just Iron Headed. I go for CC, take a little bit of this, and he's Rocky Helmet, which is interesting. So I'm gonna go Clefable here as he goes back into Weezing. I'm gonna go hard Gengar because Weezing can't really do much to Gengar. As I actually cast body his Sludge Bomb, which doesn't really matter, but you can go hard into Aggron here as I nasty pull it up. And he has to be careful of the Focus Blast here, and he knows that, so he goes Landorus. But I actually ended up just going for Shadow Ball and knocking out Landorus, because Shadow Ball, +2 Shadow Ball killed, like, not especially defensive, this. So here's Raikou, as I'm going to go into my Pincurchin and take 31. This is Specs Raikou. As he goes hard to Aggron as his answer, as I go hard to P2. As he's going to Mega Body Press, doesn't do too much damage, pretty bearable as I T-Port. Back into Pink, because now I can collect Rising Voltage. He actually Earthquakes, I live 1 and I get a big Rising Voltage off for a 67%. And I get a Sucker Punch off as well. A lot of chip on this. Which is where Melmetal would have been really nice, but whatever. So I get to go Gengar again for free and knock out this aggro with Shadow Ball. There's the Raikou, which I'm pretty scared of again. So I have to go hard into, I have to sack Aerodactyl here. I don't really have a choice. Maybe this was a mistake, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Maybe I should have sacked Clefable. Yeah, I probably should have sacked Clefable, I think, there. As he's going to T-Bolt, which does a lot, but I can recover it off anyways. There's the Weezing, as I actually just throw up a Toxic. He does back into Raikou. Interesting play as I recover again. He's going to T-Bolt. Not doing that much, I get Poison off. And I'm just going to spam recover on this. He goes Hunter Victini as I get another recover off. He Flame Charges. As I T-Port into Urshifu. I double back into Clefable because I realised Sucker Punch doesn't kill. But he actually is actually Wisp, so that was a good bring from him as he recreates my Clefable for a lot of damage. I think I just Wish onto P2 as he Flame Charges. I'm trying to Toxic this. It's not working out. I'm going to T-Port into Gengar. As I can take a chunk out of anything, including this, my low tick. 44 on a crit, which is pretty bad. T-Bolt doesn't kill, which is kind of surprising. So I'm just going to Shadow Ball again. Try and get as much damage off as I can as he flip turns. Back into Raikou. I have to go P2. He's still Thunderbolting. So I'm going to recover. He's going to recover. He's going to keep recovering. As I T-Port into Clefable to sack it. Then I go Urshifu and I click Wicked Blow, which does a decent amount. No Scald Burn, which is really nice. I get another one off. Here's the Raikou as he pivots into Weezing, which is a good play from him. As he Strange Teams my Gengar, which I live. I can only fire off one more attack and I get that off with the Shadow Ball as I get to Iron Head, but he's actually Charty. Is it Charty? No, it's Ribiri, right? And it kills me. Which, you know, it was a good bring. We would have won if that hadn't have happened, I think. As well as P2 now gets chipped as well. P2 can still win this technically, because I can recover off this Aura Sphere damage as he burns, and then V-Crate does a lot more than I was expecting it to. Which I didn't really predict, so I lose. That's because he used Charcoal, I didn't know. And yeah, that was... So we lost that one to 0-2, which is kind of sad, but that's alright. It's not that big of a loss, and we can still come back from it. So that was basically this. It was a very quick video, I know. As I'm starting to stay like less, you know, sort of strive in my Pokemon content as I move more into Minecraft stuff. But yeah, that was week 5 and 6, and I'll see you guys for week 7 and week 8. Week 8 is next week from the time I'm recording this and the time this will go up. So it won't actually be too long away. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.